Once upon a time, a guy called Ultra Evil Car discovered the drift board. And also, another one of his inventions, the glider gun, was invented in 1890 by Ultra Evil Car. He tried to use the glider gun and the hoverboard together, and it worked, and it sent him flying across the map. But when he did it wrong, he flew into the void. One day, Ultra Evil Claw thought of a shockwave grenade, which was invented by 1780 by John Epic Games. One day he thought of making a shockwave launcher, so he did. And he tried to use all of his inventions at the same time, and this is what it turned out to be. Sometimes he created wrap for the drift board, and it worked. Sometimes he'd flow into the void like this. But no matter how hard he tried, he'd always get work of his inventions. And then he lived happily ever after with his new inventions. Sometimes his glider gun bugged out a little bit too, but it's fine because if you ride on a hoverboard, sometimes the glider gun wasn't long enough to reach some walls. The rope doesn't last forever. So what you need to do, if you see this white, then that means you can grapple, and you see an X, then it means you can't grapple. Once upon a time, he invented the crosshair, a very, very good crosshair that also increased his amount. But the problem was, he couldn't see these marks or points anymore. He had to just predict whether it would flee, which made it even harder. It was fine for him though, he knew his inventions. Sometimes he randomly fell off this hoverboard because improvements to his hoverboards were made in 2025 by John Epic Games. He didn't like this and he tried to fix it, but unfortunately he tried and tried, but he still failed. Meanwhile, Ultra Evil Car with his new inventions, he began to enjoy life. Ultra Evil Car also found that he was a good creator in Fortnite, so he tried to create a replica of 1v1 with every gun, but unfortunately it didn't blow up and he didn't even post it. And then he fell. So, Ultra Evil Car and Epic Games worked to make all of these inventions. subscribe for more.